All right, to learn how to watch or get this smoky brown eye, keep on watching. I am priming my lids with Hard Candy Primer, eyeshadow primer. One of my new tricks is it doesn't necessarily matter as much what type of eyeshadow primer I use, but the trick is I take one of the mini beauty blenders right here and I put Vanilla Dust setting powder over my eyelid or over that eyeshadow primer. You see that crazy hair? And it really locks the eyeshadow I'm going to put on into place very, very well. All right, using the eyeshadow brush, the first shade I go in with is Bubba, all brown shades. That is what creates a smoky eye, is a similar shade, but it gets darker. That's where the whole smoke comes from. So I am going on the very outer deep V and above my natural crease. So I'm like hitting my brow, that brow bone almost. I probably do, I don't know, 6 or 7 layers if I'm being honest, a very little at a time, and you slowly build up the color. And using the same fluffy end of the eyeshadow brush, I take my next brown color, and this was Bird, and you can see I am just swirling it in the very outer corner, and I'm singing to myself, and then I start blending it slowly out and a little bit into the crease, but I do not go above my brow bone with the shade Bird. What I did at this point is I dipped back into the lighter shade Bubba a little bit, and I used it to help blend those two shades together all across the lid. So I flipped the eyeshadow brush to the dense end, and this is the darker shade of the bunch, Philly, all brown still, and I am deepening that outer V extremely dark. I put several layers on, as you can see, before I actually start blending this shade. I do 2 or 3 shades, and I know it's making a mess. That's why I never do my face makeup before I do my eyeshadow. Once again, I dip back into Bubba. It is a darker brown, or it looks darker brown on me because I'm a little bit fair skinned, but it does act as the transition shade for this particular look. I spray my fingers with Stay Spray, and I dip into, with my finger, the shimmer shade Crush, and I go across my inner lid, and I would say about halfway in, I just bump it up to where I took the darkest shade Philly. For my under eye liner, I take the darkest shade Philly with the dense end of the eyeshadow brush, and I go all the way across the bottom, and I bring it all the way into the inner corner. And then I take the multitasker, the flat paddle end of the multitasker, and I line my waterline. Some people don't like this. I like the look for a dramatic enhancement, so I actually line it with Philly. And then of course I wipe all that fallout off, as you can see, before I get started on my face makeup. I am using e.l.f. I believe it's called, I don't know, it's called Wow Brow. I'm using it as my eyebrow gel. I really like that it has a spoolie on it, and I just literally run it through. It's at Walmart. I'm pretty sure it's under $5. It's really amazing for the price point. And then next I line my upper lash with my favorite Smashbox. It's called Always On Liquid Eyeliner. I just like how thin the wand is. I can keep it as close to my lash line as possible. And then I get my lashes curled for mascara. Sometimes I forget to curl my lashes if I'm being honest. And on the top lashes, I'm using a Pharmacy mascara for the top lashes. This mascara is intense and it creates big, as you can see, I made a mess, big fluffy eyelashes. For the bottom lash line, I switch over to Smashbox mascara because the wand is just much easier to use. And then I get started on my actual face makeup. This is the Buff brush, and I am applying Moonlit to my under eye. Make it extremely dramatic. It's a smoky eye look, so I do go for the drama on this. For my contour, I switched to the detail brush, and I am using Indigo. It's a very, very dark contour, but it is my favorite for dramatic smoky eye glam looks. I used Ruby for my blush to start, and then at the end I did add some plum to it. It just wasn't giving me the exact shade that I wanted, so in the end there are several layers on top of this Ruby to make it the exact same color that I want. And finally, using the Buff brush, I add my main highlight. My main highlight is Candlelit, so again, one layer makeup, so I just fill in wherever I haven't already put something on my face. I fill it in with that Candlelit and get to blending. For an illuminator, I used Angel. It is a soft pink cream. It's very beautiful. Look at that. Since I did such a dark smoky eye, I wanted to use a pink lip. So this is Cindy. And then I do put a little bit of the gloss Lolly over top of it. We no longer have Lolly, but it just went really well with this look, so I didn't want to pass up the chance. And then I did some singing for you guys. And that wraps up the smoky brown eye look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think.